Hey guys, welcome back to Tegridywood. My name is Mike, and if you've been following the channel, I'm in the process of converting my wood yard from an old chicken coop and overgrown with trees and saplings and weeds into a functioning working wood yard. Busy boy, man. This has been a lot of work. You can go back and watch my previous videos if you want to get caught up. But today's a busy day. Facebook Marketplace is loaded with free wood, and we're going to take advantage of that today. I also got I put a new bar on my chainsaw. I had a 28-inch bar that came with this Chinese knockoff, the Husqvarna Kua. I got an Oregon bar for it. Kind of fit. I had to pull the adjuster screw out and invert it so that it would fit into the holes. That seems to be working, so I'm going to test that thing out, make sure it's working, and then we're going to get to driving around with the trailer and picking up some wood. We've already picked up quite a bit, and I'll show you around, show you what we got going on. All right, so this was a score of maple. This stuff here is maple. That's a honey locust, and I think that's a piece of ash. I got that from the dump on my last run with all this brush. I had cleared all this brush out, got it all removed, either chipped up or removed. And then the guy that owns the property had a elm tree trimmed up, and we loaded it up in the trailer. And then I had an opportunity yesterday to go buy some firewood. I'll show you what that's all about, but I forgot all about that and was in a hurry, so it got dumped here, so I get to reload that again. Still have all this brush back here. At this point, I might just move it into the back of the property there and just deal with it at a later date. This is that maple you seen me split here from the trees that we'd fallen here. And this, I did not take you along for the ride. I was just in a hurry and had a limited amount of time. But this was 1/3 of a cord of fresh split hickory. Picked that up for 70 bucks. Yeah, to say that I'm going to sell it for more than that is an understatement. So feeling really good about that. That is wood I don't even have to mess with. So that's my new hickory run right here. So, and then I still have, you know, all this brush, this part of this maple tree, all these stumps need to come out. I just keep putting it off, but I'm gonna have to get down there and lop them stumps off. I've got kind of a mix of hackberry and, well, that's some of that elm there. And then this stuff here is mulberry. Most of that's mulberry. And then that's a hackberry right there. Got to get it lopped up. And then in the old coop / office here, got me a new wheelbarrow. We've got this wood here, and this is a mix of maple and mulberry, and I think there's some hackberry in there too. So got definitely not enough wood, but I got some wood, and we are going to add to the pile. So yeah, plenty to do. No lack of things to do, that's for sure. I'm going to take you guys along for the ride. I don't know, filming at people's property and stuff, that's kind of awkward. I'll probably just show you the results of what I do. But yeah, we're going to hit the road, start hitting up some of these marketplaces. One of them is a fallen tree. If the guy gets back with me, he's got what looks like a fallen ash tree. It's really nice. I'm gonna take the saw out there and get it chopped up. But most of the wood's already cut, and I can just load it up and go. It's not split, but I can load it up and go. So that's the kind of stuff we're looking for, because Lord knows I have plenty to do around here. And the ticks, holy smokes. This tall grass is loaded with ticks, and I'm gonna have to start mowing all this stuff. So yeah, and I got a 4-day canoe trip with the buddies next week, so I'll probably take some video of that and take you guys along for that and show you what me and my knucklehead buddies do once a decade. So anyhow, that's what we got going on, so stick around. All right guys, so I'm at my first pickup here. Was unsure whether or not the owner of the property was wanting me to film, so I'm just going to show you a quick bit of what I got going on here. There's the trailer loaded down. This is a single axle trailer, so that's about all the wood I feel comfortable putting in it, even though it holds a lot more. All right, guys, we're back. We got that load. That's load numero uno. That's one for my non-Spanish speaking friends. Gonna get this thing unloaded and head back up there. I think I got 3, maybe a 4th run. Just depends. I'm not sure. I'm not used to dealing with those big rounds, so once I get them noodled up, and I'm not sure how heavy they'll be or how much it, so I'm hoping 3, but maybe 4. All right, here we go. Off for the next load. Time to get loaded. Not 100% sure But I was going through that big piece there, and I am almost certain. I mean, it just was like thunk. I hit something metal that was hammered in that tree 100 years ago. My chain was shite. Load numero dos. Giant maples coming out of this. Oh. Load numero tres. In the end of a very long day. Definitely did a lot of work today. Yeah, that was a heck of a score. Yeah, man, what a day. What a day. It's been a long day. Let's get her done. Let's wrap it up. All right, guys, that wraps up the end of a long day of Facebook Marketplace free wood hustling, hounding, I should say. Shout out to the Wood Hounds podcast. Those guys are awesome. Yeah, it was a great day. Met an awesome guy. I mean, I'm just feeling pretty blessed, really. I just enjoy it. I just really enjoyed it. I worked my tail off. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be doing my yoga stretches in the morning, probably when I get home too. But it was a great day. I met a gentleman, Lorenzo. He buys and flips houses, and he often has trees cut down. So got to talk to him, build a relationship with him. Just an incredibly nice guy, super stand-up guy. Lives here locally, so just another avenue for logs. And I told him, I said, if they're going to leave them for you, just have them leave them in lengths, and I'll buck them to the sizes I need, so I'm not dealing with a bunch of offcuts. But got all that wood moved for him, so that worked out great for him. And I have a ton of wood. It was a big maple and some branches off of another maple, and it was it's a ton of wood. So I did that today. I scored the hickory that I showed you this morning. On this, today's Monday, so I did that on Sunday. Yeah, so I scored that hickory on Sunday. I did pay for that, but that was still a good deal for me. And the rest of this is free wood. And before I sign off here, I'm gonna give you a little shot of exactly what it was. And if you're wondering why I didn't empty out the trailer all the way in the previous part of the video, it's because my phone fell over, and well, apparently I turned it off and didn't hit the record button again. So the last little bit of that trailer getting emptied didn't get recorded, but you know, such is life. So yeah, here, let me show you what's going on here. Well, there it is, man. Here's a rogue piece that got away from me. That is, I don't know if the camera does justice to it, but that is a giant, and I mean giant, pile of wood, at least for me. Big rounds. You know, I just wasn't really interested in them. They're a lot of work to move. This one here is thick enough to make commercial logs out of, but like, you know, that it's just too skinny. But in talking to the gentleman that's renting me the place, I'm paying him firewood, he said length of it doesn't matter, he can pack up his stove more. So I went ahead and took it and got it off of his hands, and he was super relieved to no longer have to deal with all that. Some of this stuff was the score I got from the dump the other day. But yeah, just a massive pile of wood. I have plenty to split. Definitely going to be some bucking and splitting videos to come in the near future. You know, I got some logs still over here, and then I got those logs there, and what's in the office over here. So yeah, plenty to do. So yeah, pretty excited. That was one day of work right there. That was a lot of work. Put that trailer to work, put that Tahoe to work. Good Lord, pushing 400,000 miles, towed like a dream. That is an original transmission on that truck. So yeah, we gonna knock on some wood. So far so good on the Tahoe, but feeling pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and sign off. Appreciate you guys watching. If you like what you saw, hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And remember, no matter what you do or where you do it, always, why can I never remember where the camera is? Always do integrity.